You may have heard of a lot of beef between hip hop and R&B singer Drake, real name Aubrey Graham, and Compton hip hop artist Kendrick Lamar. And Drake is trying to sue Kendrick Lamar for dropping a song "Not Like Us" off Kendrick's GNX album, which is his latest album. So while there was a lot of beef between artists here and there, Chris Brown was going at Quavo of the now not anymore Migos, after there was a lot of cheating and people thought, oh, Chris Brown only he's usually sings R&B and pop, but he can rap. Originally, he when he first started, he dropped some rap songs, and then for to get the ladies, he started making some R&B and pop songs. The cheating rumors that had to do with their former exes, Karuchi Tran and Saidi. Which I'm Chris fired back with first with Freak calling up Lil Wayne, Joyner Lucas, two constant collaborators, and then Detroit rapper T Grizzly. Quavo fired back with Tender. Chris Brown fired back with Weakest Link, which I'll calling out the cheating rumors. Calling Chris Tender, hence the song that Quavo tried to use against him, but failed to. He, although that wasn't the only person Chris had short beef with, but it had nothing to do with songs or anything. It had to do with Rihanna. As you may know, Chris Brown was in a relationship back in around 2009. She's older. He's younger. They got an argument. Chris hit Robin Fenty. Although they made up, and if you haven't heard of it, Rihanna did have a album, Unapologetic, and one of the songs features Chris Brown using a Michael Jackson song sample. So it was the two artists' idea to use that song, and the song is called Nobody's Business. It's basically thing. It's not your business who Ron is dating, who Chris Brown's dating. So keep, you know, because you know that paparazzi always they want to know, oh, who is she dating? What who is he dating? But you know, Chris Brown's with ASAP Rocky. He had Rihanna. And Drake did have a partial relationship with Rihanna, but that didn't work out well. And although the two made three songs together, two were on Rihanna's album at different times. So, you know, What's My Name was the first one. Take Care was hence also the R&B album Drake made. And actually, Drake did make some R&B pop songs. But if you actually know Drake's history as his name Aubrey Graham, he was originally famous off the TV show Degrassi High, which is a spin off of the original Degrassi. Drake's a hip hop. He was discovered by Lil Wayne and Vinyl Sanya. And also the Drake was on Rihanna's work. And then to actually patch things up with Chris Brown, Drake was on Chris Brown's No Guidance track. Which was R&B, no hip hop. Now, last year, Drake dropped an album called Certified Lover Boy. And the album art has the emoji of several pregnant women of different races, which just kind of make it disturbing. So, kind of brings on to the like the baby daddy. You know how celebrities relationships that they don't last. They hook up with some other some other famous woman. Either they get married or they date and then she gets pregnant and then he leaves for another woman. But what's also kind of creepy is there's also this news where Drake was asking young famous celebrities for their number, which Millie Bobby Brown, British actress, you know her from the role of 11 from Stranger Things, the Netflix TV show. She was one of the people Drake was asking for her number, and this was when Millie Bobby Brown she didn't tie the knot with her boyfriend. Which at the time Drake is way older than her, and Millie Bobby Brown did talk about the Drake situation, and it's just creepy. So in Not Like Us, verse 1, Kendrick calls out Aubrey for that situation. Why are you asking these underage girls for their number? So you're dating them and then having a moment and then leave it, leave them for another woman who is also underage. And then any Drake collabs back then and also now have numbers in views and listened through YouTube, Spotify, and other music platforms that you could actually listen to any songs by Drake or featuring Drake. And if you have noticed, Drake has a lot of views and listens, which had put him on the top 10 on Billboard Music. But Kendrick writes his own music. Drake, on the other hand, Eminem called out Drake, not exactly his actual name or Drake. He was putting him in a group of people who they don't write their own music. They can sing, but they can't write their own music, so they use ghostwriters. So that means someone who writes the music for someone. Here, you can sing it on whatever album or single. And whether that person, he or she, is credited or not. So Drake had been caught for being using ghostwriters, and Eminem on "Lucky You" featuring Joyner Lucas. He categorizes people like Drake, and also people who use auto tune or try to look like Lil Wayne, for example, just to get popular. In fall, um, the song name, not the weather. Eminem called out in verse 3. Again, not a name drop, but I don't believe in ghosts is so that means anyone who uses the ghostwriter. Eminem doesn't look at people like them who are credible. Eminem does have like, okay, fine, Drake, you did something for my daughter, one of my daughters, so I'm cool with you, but if Drake didn't give a gift to one of his daughters, probably not Haley Jade Scott, the most well-known and biological. It could be either Elena or Whitney, aka now Stevie. And Eminem would still stick up for Kendrick. And Eminem did collaborate with Drake and Kendrick Lamar only once at different times. Back in 2009 in Forever, alongside Lil Wayne and Kanye West. And then for Kendrick, Love Game back in Marshall Mathers LP too, where Eminem tested Kendrick's rap skills. Did he write his own music, or did someone else write it? Like someone like J. Cole? Because at that time, when writing a Love Game, Eminem kicked everyone out in the studio. You know, just him and Kendrick Lamar. Can he actually write and rap his own music? Bring it. So Kendrick raps the chorus and also verse 2. But with the Drake's with the numbers and everything regarding that Billboard, but Kendrick Lamar's not like us song getting numbers and when Kendrick calling Drake a pedophile for asking young girls for the number. Ghostwriters, and anything else that they could be called out for, that, oh, you're not a worthy hip hop artist. And Eminem even talked about this. You might drop a rap song, a diss track on somebody, and it might sound good. People think it's catchy. But if your opponent drops a rap song at you in a response, and they try to decode just about everything about you, they're gonna win. You know what happened to the Benzino, Ja Rule, Everlast, Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon, Machine Gun Kelly, The Game, Melly Mel, and other names? In Eminem, the previous album, not The Death of Slim Shady. Eminem on his track Zeus featuring White Gold. He name dropped Drake, warning Drake not to get too cocky with numbers and everything, or else he's going to be a has been. You're going to be here, but you're going to be gone tomorrow. Chance the Rapper was mentioned. Migos was mentioned. Future was mentioned. And the ghostwriters mentioned. You gotta be careful. And especially with ghostwriters. Kendrick can use that too. And is Drake dropping a diss track against them? No. A lawsuit. Probably just like what Eminem dealt with his mom. Tried to do a lawsuit against him on how he depicts his own mother. And also Eminem's Marshall's school bully, D'Angelo Bailey tried to sue him after Eminem dropped Bully, calling out D'Angelo Bailey for, oh, he did stuff like this to me, which is exaggerated, but decodes oh, this person tried to do this to me when I was a young kid, and Deborah Mathers, she couldn't do something about it, but the judge, she used her own little rap song, just freestyling it, and Eminem won that one. But fellow Aftermath artist signed to Dr. Dre. And you have seen Kendrick Lamar at 2020 halftime Super Bowl music performance. So just about anyone who was signed to Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records was allowed to come. But just because someone spoke the truth against you, you're trying to sue them. That person. It's just like what Eminem said on Zeus, verse 3. You're going to be a has-been. And Drake's trying to do that. Trying to sue Universal Music Group, which also Kendrick is also on that same record label. Drake did say that he respects Eminem and did call him the rap god. But he did listen to Marshall's warning multiple times, different tracks. And when someone warned you, don't get cocky, don't get cocky. Because you might be up here, but one day you're going to be down there, back to zero. And Drake should have be aware that anything that can be used against you, yeah, that's going to cost you. And Drake was actually pretty talented on R&B, so he could call up Chris Brown or Rihanna or anyone else, maybe an Afrobeats, like WizKid, Tyler, for another track, just as a single, and that he could try to save his ass then instead of try to do a lawsuit that's just going to be a waste of time. and then he's going to get countersued